Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This one I've been meaning to do for quite a while. As you can see, my baby is here. He is happy on me, so to keep him from not crying, he's sitting against me this morning while I'm doing this video. So as you can see by the title, this is a must-have video. I wanted to do it a little bit differently. I thought that it would be, you know, kind of fun to just go through the things that I definitely think I couldn't deal without. Oh, cranky. I know. This is reality. So things that I could definitely not go without, and then also just some things that I would recommend, you know, some type of brand of them. It doesn't have to be the brand that I've chosen or anything like that, but things that I have found helpful, but doesn't have to be that one. So I'm going to go backwards in order of just some of the things that have been helpful for me. This is a white noise machine. I have found this helpful to keep him asleep at night. I know that they say when they're a bit older, noise wakes them up and that, but while he was a newborn, well, he kind of still is, he used to sleep down here with me as long as people were chatting or the TV was going. I think he felt like he wasn't alone, so the white noise machine at night has been great. So this brand is Kedsum, and I just got it off Amazon. It was cheap, it's really light, it's battery powered, and I think there's a plug for it as well, but we just don't use the plug. Battery lasts a couple of weeks, and it's just an on button there. I don't know if you can hear that. And then it's got different settings. Rain, I like the lullaby. Which is quite nice, but we normally just have it on the white noise at a low volume near his head, so I would definitely recommend a white noise machine. Doesn't matter what brand. I've probably broken it by dropping it on the floor. Now the other thing is there's no brand on this either. This is Calpol. It is an under 2 month Calpol. We needed this when he had his 8-week vaccinations. There was like a thing on when we went home to give it to him straight away, then every 4 hours I think for 3 doses, because he did get a temperature. He wasn't too bad, he was 37.3. Other people that I've spoken to were up to 38. So I would definitely recommend to have some Calpol while you're setting up your nursery. Just get it so you don't have to worry about it. You know, you've got enough things to do when the newborn arrives. Sorry, the brand is Calpol. In the UK, people talk about Calpol all the time. It's just paracetamol. Now the next thing I would recommend going along with that would be a thermometer. This is a Braun. It's super cheap, goes in Celsius or Fahrenheit, and it's just been really handy. We've been away for weekends, and I'm pushing buttons. We've been away for weekends, and you know, just in case he gets sick, it's nice to know that I can just quickly check his temperature. If it's fine, I don't have to worry about it. Obviously, if I didn't have it, I wouldn't know. I would think, oh, is he hot? Should I take him to the, you know, emergency room or whatever. So it's just saved a lot of hassle for me. Okay, the next thing on my list is this. This is what I keep downstairs. It's got his nappies in it, it's got a spare muzzy and all his bibs, and also a box of wipes. So these are his wipes. Again, they're the booty pods. They keep moist and they don't leak or anything like that, and it fits perfectly in the side. So this little contraption is from Trend Lab. Stopped recording automatically again. I don't know why it does that. But like I said, I got it from the US store on Amazon. It's a Trend Lab. It was cheaper there than it was on the UK Amazon. But this is what I keep downstairs. Just all stocked for his nappy changes and that. It just makes it easier for me. The other thing I would recommend would be some sort of carrier. Obviously I've got this one which straps over the back. It's really easy to get him in and out of. He enjoys it, it's practical, whatever. But when he was a little bit smaller, I had a wrap, and that was really good, to be honest. It took me 5 minutes to learn how to do it, and then I used it when I went to the grocery store, because then I had all my hands. I didn't have to worry about the practicality of, do I push a pram and drag, you know, a trolley or hold onto a basket, or whether I put him in the trolley that has the, oh, for God's sakes, my English, the trolley that has the seat in it. I did put him in that a couple of times, but it was really difficult to try and like maneuver, because obviously I took him out of the car, then I took him to the trolley, then I had to get my wipes out, then I cleaned that. All the time I was holding him and then trying to strap him in and that. So I found it easier to have some sort of carrier for the grocery store purposes, and then also when we've been away and we've gone for walks. So I would definitely recommend some type of carrier. I will link all my products below, and yeah. Now the other thing, which I'm sure most people have, are muzzies. This is an 8 and a 9 muzzy. Everybody raves about them. Well, everybody raves about them, which is why I got them. They have been really good, and they are quite soft. They're easy to fold and that sort of thing. He uses them every night. The only thing is these ones that, it's blurry. They have sparkles on them, and the sparkles have actually started like flaking off, and sometimes they get stuck in his neck creases and that. Doesn't bother me, I just pick them off, but they have other types that don't have the sparkles, so I would probably recommend getting some of those as well. Moving on to my must-haves. What's the matter, Papa? Momentary crank. This, which I think I've shown you in another video, is a cover for the changing mats. It's a munchkin off Amazon. I got 6, and they are amazing because he has spat up on them, he has pooed on them, he has weed on them, and I just take them off the changing mat, throw them in the wash, and they're dry pretty quickly, and they're so good. You know, I don't have to worry about him dirtying the mat or anything like that. So that is a must-have. Must-have, must-have, must-have. Second of all, the water wipes. I did do a fair bit of research into different types of wipes, you know, ones that were very low in extract and other chemicals, but these literally have nothing but water and then citrus grapefruit seed extract 0.1%. So even though the others that were saying that they weren't very much on the front of them, they still had like a lot of ingredients in them. This has 2. So they are expensive. However, I've been buying these in a pack of 12 off Amazon, and it works out like the packet is nearly half price what you would get in a pharmacy or in the grocery store. So that's how I've done it, and they're fantastic. Next, this is a Sleepyhead. It is a portable cot. We've got another cover for it as well. A lot of people have talked about them. Sleepyhead, also the DockATot, they're all pretty much the same. I think they're worth the price that I paid. It's probably one of the more expensive items that I bought. They have just been, they were really good to start with when he was really little. We bought it downstairs and we slept him in that. And then also upstairs in his cot. The other thing is that's been really helpful is we went back to Oz to see family and friends, so we actually packed that in our suitcase in the bag that it comes in so it didn't get dirty, and took it with us, so he can pretty much sleep anywhere. We didn't have to worry about a cot or a portable cot or borrowing or buying or anything like that. It just came with us and it's perfect, and we take it on weekends with us as well. And it's so easy. I mean, judgy people out there, but he slept in a cupboard the other night, obviously with the cupboard doors open, but it was perfect height, it fit perfectly, it was all at one level. It was either that or the floor. You know, the hotel room wasn't big, so there was no room for a portable cot, even if we had one. So it's perfect. I love it. I would recommend it. I would recommend getting a second cover for it, because he was using it that much that I wouldn't have had time to wash the cover and then let it dry before he needed to use it. So I've got 2 covers for it, which is perfect. And this one is the one it came with. It's got 1 handle on the side. The cover that I bought has 2 handles, which is great. So that's that. Now the other thing is, I will put a photo up, is the Angelcare video monitoring system. I just got the plain simple video monitor. It's not got the mat underneath or anything like that. It's been great. I keep the monitor next to my bed, and then the other part is obviously looking over his crib. It's easy to turn on, it's easy to work. It has a night light on it, but he finds it really annoying, so if that doesn't go on for us, I'm sure there's lots of other brands of monitors, but that was pretty much the one that I saw that was recommended here. I did a bit of research on it, and I did also buy it off Amazon. It was a reasonable amount cheaper. So that's that. My absolute number 1 recommendation is this. It is called a Snuzahero. This clips onto his nappy at night time, so instead of having the mats underneath, so it's a SIDS detector basically, cot death. Instead of having the mats underneath his cot, obviously with this it wouldn't have worked very well. And then traveling and that, this was so much easier. So how it works is you clip that onto the nappy, you turn it on, and this section detects breathing. So if there's no movement within 15 seconds, it vibrates and does a little beep beep beep, and the vibration is supposed to stimulate the baby to breathe, and then if there's no further breathing 5 seconds after the vibration, it then alarms for you to then go in and find out what's happening. So I would definitely recommend it. If anybody wants to see a further video on this, I will put one up. It comes everywhere. It goes on holidays with us. It goes on at night. If I put him upstairs during the day, I'll put it back on. You can hear this alarm through the monitor, and I could also hear it just from being down here without the monitor. So I would 110% recommend this. It was worth its weight in gold and cost. I think it was £75. So if you think about buying a monitor with a SIDS detector, you end up paying all of that anyway somewhere. So at least now they're separate, and you know, they're not joined and they're not got wires or anything like that. It's perfect. It doesn't bother him on his nappy, and I will stop talking about it. Get one. And then the other thing I suppose I recommend is another picture here, is the nappy bag that I have. It's the Juju Bee BFF. I have found it really helpful, but then again, a nappy bag is a nappy bag. I think it's good because it has all the different pockets for organisation, and I like to be organised. It's easy to pack, it's easy to go through. I don't have to like dig through it. And I threw it in the wash the other day. It's completely machine washable, and it's come out perfect again. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it really to begin with, but I thought it's been sitting everywhere and it will have been full of germs. So yeah, that's it for now. There's so many other things that I have that I would recommend, but if anybody wants to see another video on other bits and pieces, let me know. But they are definitely my top recommendations. So I hope that has helped anyone and everyone, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!